Hey guys, oh my god, I haven't made a YouTube video in ages. It's been like 6 months. A lot has happened during that time, especially a lot of hospital trips, which has happened during the 6 months that I've been gone and not been posting on here. I'm just making this video for a quick life update of everything that's been happening before I start posting more consistently. In this video, I'm just going to be talking about all the setbacks that I've experienced during the 6 months that I've been gone, because I haven't been posting, obviously, but I have been posting on my Instagram, Jade Car Fit. That's where I post all my fitness content. I just want to make this video to help people who have been through a lot of setbacks in their life and who are feeling down about, maybe getting injured, being sick, constantly feeling like they're failing in life. I want to be your source of inspiration and motivation so you can keep on moving forward and achieving your goals. On the 24th of May, that was 5 months ago, I got really sick after I did a cross-country run. It all started off with a sore throat, so I was I knew that. I was just stuffed, I knew that. Oh my god, this is where disaster is going to strike. Yeah, so I got the sore throat, I started turning blue, getting fevers, getting really cold, so I had to take hot showers, and then I'd get really sweaty, so I'd have to take cold showers after that. Sprint coaching, I'm still gonna try and go to it. Even though I'm sick, I'm literally turning blue. So this went on for a week, roughly a week of waking up in a pool of sweat, having nightmares, my clothes would be drenched that you could twist it and sweat would come out of it. Coughing, the coughing was crazy. I was constantly coughing. I just felt worthless. I felt like I've failed, that I've been set back so much and been taken back to square one. And that's usually what happens with setbacks. You do get put back a lot. Your progress just stops and you do get put back to square one. But I will teach you how to overcome that and how you can get stronger after a setback. After the 7 days of all that intense symptoms of the flu, I did go to the hospital and I didn't see a doctor because they wouldn't give me one. So I went to the nurse and I'm like, mate, this has to be something else, a chest infection, because I'm coughing up phlegm that is brown. I cannot breathe at night. Anyways, so I went to the hospital on the 8th night of being sick, and he's like, yeah, it's just the flu, it's not contagious anymore, you can go back home, and if it gets worse, just come back. The next day I came back, but that morning I woke up, I walked out of my bed and I went straight to my mum's room. But the thing was, I couldn't speak. I had no energy and I couldn't get words out of my mouth because my voice was not working.
This is day 8. I'm going back to the hospital because I think I have a chest infection. I can't speak properly.
As I was telling my mum, I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. I was speaking like that. I was trying to indicate to her that I needed to go to the hospital because I could not breathe. There were moments when I would be crying on the lounge because I just felt so worthless, so useless. As we were going to the hospital, she's like, grab your shoes, we gotta head to the car. I went to my room to get my shoes and I fainted. So I was walking, and obviously because my body had a lack of oxygen, everything went black, and I was it was fainting is such a weird feeling. Your ears start to ring and everything goes blurry and black. So yeah, I fell into a wall and I just had to sit down for a bit, then I got back up. So when you're about to faint, do not walk. Sit down, find a spot to sit down and just get your energy back up, get your oxygen back up. My ears were ringing for 10 minutes after that. So I was in the car knowing that there was something more to this than just the flu, and that stupid nurse sent me home. I was in the car, went to the hospital, just got sent right into the emergency room. A doctor came and saw me straight away. I literally went in front of 10 other people, and she had her ear thing, whatever it is, She had a heartbeat thing, and then she put it on my back and then started tapping my back to hear if there was any bubbles or crackling in my back with my breathing. So I had to breathe in and out, and she's like, you have a very big chest infection of pneumonia. I was like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. And that nurse, that fruity ass nurse that I had yesterday sent me home and said it was not contagious and I didn't have anything besides the flu. Come on. I knew there was something wrong with me, and I knew that. So when a nurse does that to you, you prove them wrong. You make them check you out even more. If they're saying there's nothing wrong with you and you are certain there is something wrong with you, you make them check you out even more. Get whatever you need to make sure your needs are being met. Anyways, so they put me on oxygen right away. My oxygen levels were 93. 93. It's supposed to be 100%, so I was struggling to breathe that much that they put me on oxygen right away. So they wheelchaired me up to the room that I stayed in at the hospital. Oh my god, that was a tedious 5 nights of my life. So I was in the hospital for 5 nights, and I had 17 injections of antibiotics through a cannula in my arms.
Antibiotics.
So I got 5 blood tests done, before and after everything. So I had 17 antibiotic injections every 6 hours. I took oral antibiotics after I left the hospital. So at first they put me on the wrong ones because it wasn't the one that actually killed the bacteria in my chest. I had to change antibiotics and all that. So it was a long journey of recovery and everything. And like, I felt so weak. I lost so much strength. My voice, I was just learning how to speak. My energy was so low. Even for weeks after that, my energy levels were so low, and I just felt like I needed to get back into my normal routine. So yeah, that was kind of a moment of my life where I knew that God was putting me through a test, and that I needed the strength to pass through this test. I knew that it was only just testing my character and my strength, and I knew if I bounced back from this setback, what else is going to stop me? Like, it is important that when you go through these types of things, you remain strong through them. You have this level of determination in you that you know God is by your side, and you know that you can get through it. So yeah, after that, as you can see, my physique. Like, look, no muscle, it's just like that. Skinny. I lost a lot of muscle, so I had loose body fat on me. I was still trying to get my voice back as well. From there on, like, I was just focusing on maintaining a good, healthy diet and, you know, trying to get back into the gym slow and steady. I was still learning to walk again because I also got an injection in the hospital because I hadn't been walking for days. So when you don't walk for days, there's something that can happen to your legs. And like, if you don't walk, they could become like unusable, and they could get like something wrong with them. I don't know, like blood clots or something. So you need to put a needle in you to flow the blood around so yeah. It was definitely something that affected me a lot. During the time I had pneumonia, I missed out on a lot of opportunities, like training to go away to compete for my sprinting and athletics. I missed out on athletics carnival. I missed out on a lot of things, like hanging out with my friends, working towards my goals, and I was very upset, but I knew that I got to focus on the things that I can control, and you should be focusing on the things you can control as well. in life, we all face setbacks, and you just need to know that only temporary. Hopefully it doesn't go on for the rest of your life. You just gotta have strength in you to get through it. Even if you're the healthiest and most fittest person, you can still be hit with these health implications. You can still be injured. Things happen to you. It doesn't matter who you are, things still will happen to you. So this is why you basically hope for the best and prepare for the worst. You always got to be ready for anything that will happen to you. Tomorrow is not always granted. You got to be ready for anything that is coming your way, no matter if it's good or bad. Make sure you maintain a good, strong mindset. Having a good mindset will get you through anything, and this is what I'm going to explain. After that, I also got COVID when I was in Sydney, and that was annoying as well. Following that, I have problems with my shoulders because I'm hypermobile, so my joints are like very double jointed. So yeah, I kept constantly dislocating my shoulders, so I got an MRI scan for them to see if I needed surgery. But as I was going to get my results back, my shoulder dislocated, so that was a very traumatic event for me again because it was really painful. The last thing is I've had this lump on my neck for 6 months now since I had pneumonia. So after I recovered, which was a month later, so I had pneumonia for a month, right, like recovering from it, and then this has just been getting bigger. So what this is a plunging granula, and it is filled with saliva. So it's like a cyst, like a saliva cyst. And yeah, it's just been getting bigger over time. So what it is, it's a damaged saliva gland, and all the saliva has leaked downwards. So it's not coming out of my tongue like that. It's just leaking down. So it has taken so long to find a surgeon for that because there are many risks to the surgery. I'm not sure if any of you even know what a plunging granule is because it's rare. Not many people have it. It's very painful. Even though this year I still have been focusing on moving towards my goals, it hasn't been the best year. It hasn't been cupcakes and rainbows 24/7. I have definitely gone through a lot this year, a lot of setbacks, a lot of challenges and obstacles, but I know how to overcome them. I know strategic ways to make sure I do not fail. Self-respect is how you're going to make success for yourself. The strongest and the most mature people that I believe that personally are the most successful at bouncing back from a setback are people who go through the most pain, suffering, fear, failure, and setbacks. If you can go through these 5 things and not let it bring you down, and you still maintain this strong mindset and, you know, just a growth mindset that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, no matter the failures that you go through, no matter the fear or the stress that you are put through, you will be successful. You will be mature. This is self-respect for yourself. If you can go through a lot of stressful times in your life and, you know, after that just get back up, climb out of this hole and keep moving forward, you have self-respect. And self-respect leads you to building your dreams. Obviously going through all these health problems did impact me and my emotions. I have a way of processing my emotions and like kind of reflecting on what has happened, and you can do this through journaling. Grab yourself a notebook and journal everything that is on your mind. Journal all your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, all of the lessons you have learned in your life. I'm telling you, getting a journal is going to change a lot about the way you think and your perception of life and your perception of yourself. It doesn't have to be long, obviously. Just try and write every day. Like, reflect on the day, reflect on your life, reflect on the month that has passed. This is what I've done when I journal every day, if I remember. And yeah, this is like the greatest technique to get things off your mind and to actually process what you were thinking. Because a lot of the time people have so much going through their head and they're just so confused because they don't know how to think correctly. And you know, sometimes you'll make irrational actions out of the way you're thinking because you're not really thinking with your frontal lobe. You're just thinking spontaneously and not with very much thought going into your actions. So the best way to kind of process that and help you make the right decisions in life is to write about it. Then you can reflect back on it. Even write about the good moments that happen in your life, because say if you had a setback right now, you can go back to the page where you were doing well and mimic and copy what you did in that moment in your life to get back on track. That's what I do. So let me have a look. Let me have a look about this pneumonia thing. A journal will be your lifesaver, guys. I'm telling you, if you're someone who overthinks, writing is the best way to help you cope with your thoughts. If they're negative thoughts, if they're positive thoughts, write them down. Yeah, let me have a look. Okay, yep. Wait, one thing I just wanted to say is that you might have you might have a plan inside your head that you think that, okay, you might have a plan written out for yourself, or you might have a visualization of a plan that you see for yourself in the future. And say if your goal's over here and you're like here, you think, oh yeah, the journey to my goal will just be like a straight line like that, you know what I mean? The reality is that it will never be a straight line. You think you won't go through hell through achieving your goal. You think you won't be going through storms, jumping through lakes, falling off your bike while on your journey towards your goal. You will be falling through holes. You might get stuck there for a few weeks, and you got to actually get up and climb out yourself. And you might be climbing up a few mountains on your way to your goal. Boom, you fall back down. You might be on a plateau, you know what, you might have not seen enough progress in your life, and maybe you're just stuck. Maybe you haven't taken a step further towards achieving your goal, so you're kind of just, plateauing on this same area in your life. Boom, setback, you get sick. Maybe you might, have a few consistent habits going on for a few weeks and you're up a bit. Plateau. It is not a quick journey. It is not a one-point destination. Your progress will not be linear. That being said, if you go through a setback, you might have to start back at square one. You're going to have to rebuild your mindset. Make sure you have positive thinking and make sure you're thinking in a good way. Life is what you make out of it, and it is always your perception. The thoughts that go into your head and the words that come out of your mouth is your reality that you will create for yourself. You really got to focus on the positive things of life, and you really got to affirm yourself day by day. Write down your goals. Make sure you are doing something every day that will help you get towards your goals, and have this level of determination and grit towards achieving your goal. There are always going to be people that will doubt you. No matter if it's the people that love you, they will still doubt you and your abilities. Even if it's your friends, people that are close to you and people that will love you, they might not always believe in you, and that's okay. As long as you maintain a good mindset, you will be able to ignore the noise behind you. Ignore the crowd that is telling you that you can't do this, you can't do that. Fuck them off. Just fuck them off. Why are you so concerned about someone else's opinions of you when you don't even know yourself? You need to learn how to have respect for yourself. You need to learn how to love yourself before you can start reciprocating that to others. So if people don't believe in you, who gives a shit? You should be the one who's believing in yourself. You should be your own biggest fan. You shouldn't care about what others are thinking about you. Because are they where they want to be in life? They are probably insecure with themselves. They're probably not happy with the progress that they have been making, that they want to deflect it onto you. So in life, you just gotta focus on yourself. Learn to develop self-respect and self-love, and then you will be able to respect others and love others. If you're someone who lacks a high self-esteem and you get let down when people are saying, there's no way you can do that, or, oh, take care, good luck with your little goal and your little dream. If you lack self-esteem and self-confidence, there is no chance that you are going to succeed and that you are going to achieve your goal. You need to have high self-esteem. What this means is having a high level of self-respect for yourself and trying not to fear rejection or fear failure. When you overcome these things, you will be unstoppable. So put yourself in situations where you are prone to failure and try and build yourself up from that. You know, maybe try doing something different every day, whether that is talking to a new person, being confident, asking questions in a classroom, maybe putting your hand up, maybe volunteering to read out loud, doing things that you don't normally do, like smiling at strangers. This will help build your character. Over time, when you master these tiny cues, you are simultaneously building self-respect for yourself and self-esteem. Not to mention, if you grow up in a family that has constantly criticized you and your abilities, saying, you know, maybe doubting you and saying, maybe if you've done something wrong, saying, why did you do that, you fucking idiot? You know, just always criticizing you and your abilities and saying, you're not good at this, you will never be that. All you do is waste your time on your phone. You will not fail as long as you have a high self-esteem. I know these things can affect your self-esteem and make you feel very low about yourself, but once you learn to master the act of ignoring and having self-respect for yourself, those words coming out of those people's mouths will go in through your ear and out the other. Maybe it won't even go in the ear. So you gotta learn how to ignore the haters, because that is going to affect your self-esteem. And without self-esteem, you won't be able to succeed. Trust me, I used to struggle a lot with my self-esteem a few years ago, even self-doubt. I'm still trying to get better at positive self-talk, because sometimes I talk very negative of myself, and that is an area that I need to improve in. A few years ago, I didn't really think very highly of myself, and I really struggled with self-respect because I didn't make myself feel like worthy. And that's so important. You need to learn how to make yourself feel of value. I'm not perfect. Still to this day, people doubt me. I have, people in my comments just saying I'm not gonna be anything, People who are close to me constantly tell me that what I'm doing will not lead to anything great, and that what I'm doing is a waste of my time, that I won't achieve my goals. I've been told that by people who love me. And I have a whole bag of sticky notes of what people have said to me, because you know what, in the future I'm gonna read them out. I'm gonna read it out and show you of all the things that people will say to you throughout your life. But as long as you have a strong mindset, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's all just talk. As long as you can prove them wrong and just focus on yourself, you will be able to do things that are great and things that, are possible. Change the word I can't to won't. It's not that you can't. Can't means it's impossible. Won't means you don't want to do it. Say if you're I can't achieve this goal because it's too hard, it's too impossible to reach. That means it's impossible. You just won't achieve the goal because you aren't disciplined enough. You don't have a big enough desire. You won't put in the work every day to get a step closer towards achieving that goal. Even though I lost a lot of confidence when I was sick and I felt left behind when I was sick, I made sure that in my power that I would get up and continue, because the work is not done. Sometimes you just got to get up and wipe the tears off your face and keep moving forward. The universe is very giving if you focus on the input. What that means is doing something every day that will lead you closer towards your goal. Your habits define who you are. Your habits is what creates your purpose. Things you do every day builds your purpose as a human. If you read, if you go to the gym, if you eat healthy consistently, if you journal, if you pray, if you're close to God, if you love others, if you're generous, these are traits that are building your purpose, and your purpose are your habits. And one last thing, other ways to build your mindset is also read a lot. I read a lot of books, and that helps with my mindset a lot. I'm gonna be real, I've been complacent with a lot of my habits lately, but I'm getting back into it because it's just been a hard year, you know, like with school and everything, balancing out everything. It's just been really, really challenging, and I'm proud of myself. So I really love this book, No Excuses by J. Riefenbari. I also have a prayer journal that I write in. I've only just made this recently, but yeah, I got inspiration off another girl that made one. So yeah, I just say all my prayers in there, verse of the day, you know, like all my verses and everything. Well, I am a Christian, so developing a relationship with God has helped me become a better person overall. I think it's very important to have some level of spirituality in your life because you are living by principles, therefore you're going to make better choices for yourself and try and avoid sin as much as possible. Like, I don't party, I've never tried alcohol, I've never vaped before. I don't hook up, I stay away from degenerate stuff. So yeah, I live by God's word. Following a specific religion is very good for shaping your character and making you a high valued person. Safe to say, working on myself, being on self-improvement and like getting closer to God, I couldn't even ask for more. Hey, like I've just been like, every week I'm doing something good for myself, and it's just been great. Like having sheer focus on myself, my own personal growth, no relationships. But at the same time, like I really wish like I was in a relationship with like someone I can grow with and like build my dreams with. But at the same time, I'm still very selective, and I just don't feel like it's the right time. I feel like singleness is also a gift, and you should build yourself up before reciprocating to others, because we're all just energy. Like we're human beings of energy, and we transfer that through relationships. And I feel like I haven't found the one yet. Like, where I live, I'm just so selective. Like no one's caught my eye. But anyways, I'm going off topic. I mean, yeah, God always has a plan for you, and he will be preserving and watching over your partner right now. So don't lose faith in that. Always know that God will align things into your life when the timing is right. Yeah, and everything is a part of his plan, just like all the setbacks and everything. He is putting that in your life to slow you down and to make sure you are focusing on developing your relationship with the Creator, with the Father. If you feel like your life is going downhill, that's a sign from God to make sure you are prioritizing him first, making him the center of your life. Once you do that, things will fall into place. I pray that God is watching over all of you, and that he gives you strength into achieving your goals and bouncing back from a setback, that you have faith within yourself and your goals, and that you will be able to reach it if you put in the work and have determination within you. I know you can do it. I will be a source of motivation for you. If you ever need me, don't be shy. Don't be scared to reach out. I'm always just one DM away, maybe 5 business days away. But I just want to post more consistently, because I feel like I need to impact more people's lives. Even though I'm doing it on my Instagram, I feel like I just feel like I need to be doing more. I never feel like I'm doing enough. I just want to make a change for people. I hope you enjoyed that little yap. I don't know how long this video went for, but I will be making more eventually. Might have break. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate if you learned something. yeah, stay tuned for more content. I hope to post more. Thank you.